Okay, we are ready to begin. We'll take opening comments from Coach Campbell, then we'll take your questions. Please raise your hand. We'll get a mic to you, and remember, videoing is not allowed.
Well, they came in the locker room and, we're having a really, what makes this group so special was what was just unfolding in the locker room right now. And the sisterhood that's been formed this past 2 years, but really this year. And the time that and the stories that we were just sharing in the locker room is what this whole thing's about. And they asked that we bring 2 players up here for media, and there was no way I was bringing 2 players up here. These 4 players right here have taken this program on a ride that none of us could have imagined. They've poured their heart and soul into this program. I am forever grateful for each one of these young women, and I wanted to make sure that they got to come up here and be together one last time. I want to give credit to Texas for playing a phenomenal game, and they made us uncomfortable and kept us out of rhythm really for the whole game. And so credit them and wish them nothing but the best as they head to Tampa. This season and the journey that we've been on, you guys, I can't even put it into words how special it's been, how much fun it's been. So thank you guys, and I'll open it up to any questions.
Okay, raise your hand and we'll take questions for the players. Start right here.
Cameron Teague with The Athletic. Haley, I think after the game, you're walking off the court with Mark. Just you guys hugged before you walked off the court. Just what did that mean? And I know you put in words I think you talked about it this week. But just put in words what he's meant to you as in your last year.
Yeah, I mean, it is hard for me to put into words, but my relationship with Coach Mark has been just a joy for me. I'm sure I gave him a lot of headaches throughout the year, but he just accepted me for who I was. He took me at face value, and he thanks me for coming to the program, but he took a risk on me. And he met me with full belief, and he had a vision of who he thought I could be. And at the beginning, he probably was convincing me that I could be that person. I wasn't necessarily in a place where I even knew who I was anymore. So he has just breathed life into me. And from a life perspective, he's taught me a lot of great lessons about how to have healthy relationships and what it takes to have a healthy relationship, and how much better life can be if you just let people see who you are. And that's hard for me. And so for me to feel comfortable and safe doing that with him, that took a lot of work on his part that he did not have to do. He could have told me to screw off when I was giving him problems. And so I'm forever grateful for him, and God put him in my life to transform it, and he certainly has done that. So I can't wait to be a TCU alum. I can't wait to come back and give back to this program and continue having my relationship with Coach. I think he'll be around for the rest of my life. So, that's the best part about this year.
Front right.
Nick Geramonte, TCU NSI. Agnes, Sedona, and Madison, you guys came to this program 2 years ago when they were at 1-17. Now, sitting at the Elite Eight, I know this loss hurts, but what does it mean to bring this program up?
Agnes, why don't you start with that?
You can each.
I think that when Coach Mock was recruiting us all, he obviously had a vision for what TCU could be, and I think that that's truly what drew me, and I guess I can't speak for the others, but that's definitely what drew me into this school. I think the love, the encouragement, the confidence he's poured into all of us has been a big reason why, we went from that, they went from that 1-17 to our injury-ridden season to an Elite Eight, so honestly, couldn't change it for the better, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, when we came in last year, we were definitely, or when I came in 2 years ago, I didn't really know what to expect. I just wanted just a chance, a second chance, something. I needed, a second chance, genuinely. I just, anything. And Mark, was such a special person in my career. And, the way we crossed paths, I knew that it wasn't over. And it just felt like this is God. I knew it was God. And we just had belief because Mark believed, and we believed in each other, believed in the system and what we could do, believed in our potential, and it paid off. I mean, this is incredible. We're obviously heartbroken. This is so devastating for us to end this, but this program is this is it, right? TCU is a place to be. This culture is you can't even put it into words how special this team and these people are. And so, yeah, it's just special looking back at how everything's kind of unfolded.
Yeah, I mean, coming here, we all definitely took a leap of faith in Mark and in ourselves. And I think that Mark, he's a great leader, and he has great people around him at all times. And I think that's why all of us flourished. I know for a fact I've given him multiple headaches and multiple sleepless nights. I know. I'll take accountability for that. But he brushes it off, and the next day he loves you, and he's in there and telling you how you can be better as a person and as a player. And truly, he's transformed my basketball career and taken a real big leap of faith on me. And I just couldn't be more happy to be under him, and like Haley said, have him in my life for the rest of it. And this program, I mean, it's just a start. Elite Eight, obviously, we're all upset that this journey's come to an end, and none of us want to leave each other. We're like, come on, can I pack you in my suitcase? Let's go. Like, where are we going? Unfortunately, we can't do that, but I think that this program is just something that I'll forever be grateful for.
We're going to go to the front left.
Newey Scruggs, NBC5. Haley, can you speak to what was said in the locker room amongst you all? And Sedona, can you speak to what they were doing in the inside here, going up against their bigs, which made it tough for you tonight with only just one basket?
After the game, what was going on after the game? After the game. Yeah, I mean, a lot of it was just gratitude for each other. We've all been on unique journeys, and we've all meant different things to each other at different points in our lives, and yeah, it was a ton of gratitude, a ton of love, and a lot of people spoke. It wasn't just us four. It wasn't just Coach Campbell. So, it was really awesome to hear. It broke your heart even more hearing each other talk, because you realize like this, tomorrow, like we won't get to practice. But I'm forever, connected to these women and this coaching staff, and so I am just really honored to have them in my life, and it was awesome to hear from everybody.
Yeah, I mean, all credit to the Texas bigs. Taylor Jones is a heck of a player, and they scouted me very well, I'm sure, and they played me very well, and all respect to them. But to be honest, I think today was a very full circle moment for me, in a way that I wasn't expecting. I just looking at the people that did so much damage to me at a young age. Was a lot, and it was hard, and I thought that we had to win to prove it to them that they couldn't beat me. But being a part of this program and being here and succeeding and coming back and being able to play, and after being told I would never walk again, and being on this team with these people and building this sisterhood, it doesn't matter. I won, we won, and so yeah, it's just, I think I was in my head a lot, right? But it's God's glory no matter what, and it taught me a lesson, and it definitely healed me in a lot of ways today.
Front left.
Question for Madison and Haley. What's the one thing you're going to miss the most about this group?
The people. That's the hardest thing. I think we've done so much basketball-wise that I don't think we really have regrets in that sense. I think we've all given our heart, we've all poured into this, and we came to an Elite Eight. Yeah, it sucks that we lost, but there's 8 teams left, and we're one of them. It's obviously we wanted to go to the Final Four, but we've done great on the basketball court, but the people, we're all going to kind of go on our separate journeys, and we don't know what that's going to be. And it's tough stepping away from something with, especially the people that you've built so many relationships with. We've been in the gym with each other since June. We've seen each other every single day. Sometimes we love on each other. Well, most of the time we love on each other. Sometimes we pick at each other a little bit, and I think that's the relationships that we formed. It's bittersweet because it's awesome that we were able to be part of it, but it sucks that you have to kind of move on in your journey of life.
Far right.
Maxwell Donaldson, USA Today. Haley, can you just reflect on your journey the last 5 years, and then also your dad's kind of gone viral for a celebration. Just how much does your family's support, and maybe even families and friends support, mean to you?
Yeah, my journey. It's hilarious because when I was a sophomore, I was like, who would ever take their 5th year? Why would anyone want to be in college for 5 years? Well, that's funny because here I am in college. But it's been certainly a journey, and nothing I expected. It was hard. It was a lot of nights of being I feel like God has put this thing on my heart to be great, but it's not working out right now. And a lot of times I had to look at myself in the mirror and just be like, what do you want, Haley? Who are you? And I'm grateful for it. I'm grateful for the fact that he gave me a hard journey. Because I would not be the woman I am sitting up here without it. And so I really praise God for the struggle and the suffering. I praise him for the nights where, I didn't want to be alive anymore. I praise him for the nights that I was on medication because I couldn't sleep or eat. And it's painful to talk about it, but it's really how beautiful life is. So I'm sitting up here now with women that I love, and a coach that I love, and a team that I love, and we aren't even sad about losing. We're sad that we aren't gonna see each other probably next week. So my journey has been crazy. I'm super grateful for it. Wouldn't have had it any other way. And my family, another reason I'm grateful for this group is because my family is a lot. I love them to death. They are my heartbeat. I live and die for my family, but they are definitely a lot. And they have just welcomed my family and loved them and built relationships with them, and that's not common. That's definitely not common in every program. And so it's a testament to the people that I play with, the people that coach me, but also, my family kept me here when I was going through hard times, and they know that. They know what they mean to me, and I know that I've grown in life, and they have grown with me. When the text that I got from my dad today was, for the game. It was, the sun is going to rise tomorrow no matter you win or lose, so go out there and have fun. And that's a lot of growth for him. That's a lot of growth for me to accept that text for him. So love my family, and I can't wait to go see them after this.
Our final question comes from the left aisle.
Andrea Adelson with ESPN.com for Sedona and Haley. How do you kind of reconcile not having maybe the ending that you had wanted or hoped for with some of the difficulties of tonight with knowing how far you've been able to take this program?
Yeah, I don't even know if we really had a whole lot of expectations. We were, I mean, at the end of the day, we weren't ranked at the beginning of the year. You know, a lot of my teammates didn't get the recognition and accolades they deserve. I only made third team. Sedona was only honorable mention, and somehow we're in the Elite Eight, knocking off people that had first teamers, second teamers, player of the years in their conference. And so, I mean, holy crap, how did we get here? Like, we weren't very good, apparently, to the public. So I really just, like, we're some dogs for fighting for that. It's hard when nobody expects you to do something. It's hard to, you know, find the grit to go out and do it. So, you know, I wouldn't have had that game. A dogfight is the way to go out, and I thought we put up a fight. Texas played really well. Congrats to them. So you know, I wouldn't have went out any other way.
Yeah, ditto. I don't think it's really hit like a lot of us yet, right? It's just kind of unreal. But this season, man, like these people, these girls, these coaches, no matter what, man, it's been a blessing. Like, it is so special, and I think that this year has impacted all of our lives so deeply. And it's not what we wanted. We know we have, you know, we had a higher ceiling, right? But we went out with a dogfight, and you know, we gave it our all, and we fought together. We stayed together the whole game. That's what we did all season. We're a sisterhood, a true sisterhood, which is very, very hard to find in college athletics. And so I'm so proud of everyone, all of these girls. Haley's so right. Underdogs since the beginning. They had us, you know, predicted to get fourth in the Big 12, and we won the season, and then we won the tournament, and that was amazing. First time in TCU history, first time Sweet 16 in TCU history, like this Elite Eight, like you know, this is a year of wins and achievements and putting the school on the map and building a community and a family in Fort Worth. That has just changed all of our lives, and so, you know, it's heartbreaking at the end of the day, but man, it's very, very special and bittersweet.
Thank you, ladies. Congrats on a great season. You're dismissed.
I just want to say one thing. I'm sorry to all y'all reporters because y'all never going to get a funnier trio up here in interviews ever again. So, sorry. But
Facts.
bye-bye.
Facts. You got to deal with PR trained girls.
Maddie sure won't hit quite the same next year.
Yeah. We'll have to teach them our ways.
You guys.
One, two, three, four. 6.
Nui Scruggs, NBC5. Mark, do you retire Haley Van List's number? And when Sedona said Texas was in her head, what were you seeing out there?
Yeah, I don't, it's hard for me to answer that. I don't know the criteria in regards to getting your jersey hung at TCU, but I have a hard time believing that anybody in any sport in 1 year can have a greater impact than what Haley Van Lith has had at TCU. Obviously, there's the basketball piece and a single season scoring record, single season assist record, and was the leader of this group that won 34 games and took us to an Elite Eight. And so, you know, if it's up to me, yes, no question. But again, I'm not the one that makes those decisions. And then for Sedona, she's had a unique college career and a unique journey that hasn't been easy, and it started at Texas, and it came full circle 7 years later, where her last college game was against Texas. And so I think there's a lot that goes into that. Haley had that with Louisville, you know, a couple games ago, and so each person processes that differently, and so I haven't got to decompress with Sedona and talk through that, but I'm sure there were a lot of emotions that were going through her head before the game and probably during. And I know more than anything, she wanted to win, not because we were playing Texas, but she wanted to win because she doesn't want the journey to end with this group.
Coach Stephen Johnson, Fort Worth Star-Telegram. What's the one thing, or what legacy do you hope these women left in Fort Worth?
Man, you guys got good questions. How's your kicks today, by the way? All right. Man, they left an incredible legacy. There's a lot of directions I can go with this question. One, they're the greatest team in TCU women's basketball history. That's the easy one. But the legacy they left, I think, is one, I think they inspired a massive group of young girls in that community, that you could chase your dreams at the highest level at TCU. And I know for a fact, to see all these little girls wearing the jerseys of our players at the games and in the crowd and around the city, they have truly inspired that generation. And then it's just neat. Each one of these kids came from different backgrounds, from different programs, from all around our country, and just shows when you come together and you lose yourself in the journey and you set your ego aside, just the incredible things you can accomplish. And it's a testament to these four, but it's a testament to those 15 young women that are in that locker room. You guys, it has been so fun for me to be on this ride with this group of people. They're incredible.
Bigger picture, you guys have been the story of college basketball for the last week in the midst of March Madness. What does that mean, obviously for not just TCU, but for women's basketball as a whole?
Yeah, it's incredible. This group's gone, well, really, both years we've been here, somehow we keep going viral over and over again. The stretch of March Madness, we've gone viral because of the winning and the platform that you have with March Madness and this unique group of individuals and what they've accomplished. And they have been kind of the Cinderella story on the men or women's side because of where we started. We were unranked. We were picked fourth in the Big 12. And everybody during March loves the Cinderella story, and I think we kind of became that. So that's been really fun, and it just shows you guys, I think our program, another thing of this legacy is I think our program, I know this for a fact, is one of the best programs in the country. We had one of the best teams in the country. And we're going to continue to build on that. They have laid a foundation that's going to attract the next crop of incredible basketball players with the right DNA that fit this and want to be a part of this. And this is just at the beginning for our program and our school of what we're going to create. It truly is. This is only the second year. We're just getting started.
Far right.
Cameron Sieg with The Athletic. Coach, two questions for you. One, Haley talks a lot about how much she's learned from you and how much you've helped her. I'm curious how much you've learned from her this year and the ways, I know you talked on the court, how she impacted the program, but a lot of times kids come in for a year, it's hard to really see that impact in the program long term, but how has she impacted your program that you might see years down the line?
Yeah, that was a lot of questions in there. Haley's impacted me, man. Not many people, not many humans could go through what she's gone through and keep fighting and keep going and keep grinding. To watch her, it's inspiring. To watch Haley show up and do her process and her grind and her training habits, and it was inspiring to her teammates. It was inspiring to our staff. You literally, not just her, but we're talking about her. You want to give your best when you see someone approach their craft the way that she does. And that's been from day one when she showed up on campus and started doing her 3-a-days to get ready for Paris and get ready for the Olympics. And then just the journey of way bigger than basketball. Basketball is the vehicle that we get to use to impact lives. And Haley, came into the program. You only get these kids for about 9 months when they're the one-year portal kid. And to peel back the layers and to really get to know them, it's hard to do. And to make it work, me and Haley have literally been attached at the hip. And she came in with a wall, and rightfully so, and kind of kept her distance for different reasons. And just as we went through that journey together, that wall just slowly came down, and she opened up and became vulnerable. And we were able to challenge each other and have honest conversations. And that journey with her and getting to or helping her, which it's all her, but for her allowing me to go on that journey with her and walk through her struggles that she has had, is one of the reasons the season that she had is unfolded. And I truly don't. And when her teammates get to see someone with her platform open up and allow me to coach her, challenge her, love her, encourage her, it kind of breaks down walls for everybody. And we kind of have a group of those 4 young women that all were on their own journey and had different struggles and different insecurities. And you guys, it's why this thing became such a tight-knit family, and this thing's a freaking sisterhood. There were so many tears and stories and laughter that were in that locker room after this game. And as a coach, that means as a staff, that means we've done our job well.
Okay, thank you, Coach.